Raising a shadow scale or acid spitter from Hatchling can be a daunting but rewarding task. Hopefully the tips here will help you along your way. First thing first, let's get you out of that egg. You're going to want to press E, and that will hatch you out. After that, you're going to want to look for water. A river, a lake, they're both good, but you're more than likely going to be finding these large rocks that actually have little pools by them. They're only shallow, but they'll do. With water located, you'll get a prompt to hold E. This will allow you to drink. Hit I and you can see your thirst going down, as well as check out your hunger level. You'll finish drinking and stop. The life of a hatchling is mostly a waiting game. If you hit R, you'll sit. And R again, you'll stand back up. You're actually able to lie down if you hold on to R instead. These will all help you regain stamina, though not help you grow. If you hold down R, and then hold down R again, you'll go into a sleeping position, which will help you safe log out of the game. Holding Shift and R at the same time will do the same from standing. Larger dragons are able to carry hatchlings. If you don't wish to be, use the left mouse button to struggle free. You might need to spam it a little bit, but they'll drop you eventually. The next on the agenda is finding food, and mushrooms are a surprising source, especially for babies. Hold E when prompted over them. They give a lot of food, but also quite a bit of thirst, so you're going to want to make sure you've got water close by. Thankfully, they're mostly found around water and in the woods. On PvP servers, other hatchlings are another possibility of food. However, you might want to stick to thornback crawlers instead. You want to look out for these nests. They're spawned around in open areas, fairly close to water too, and look out for the tiny black dots skittering around. They're not actually that small when you're a hatchling. Let's take a closer look. Kinda creepy. The noises you'll probably hear before you actually see them. Each hatchling needs to use a different method to catch them. Let's cover the shadow scale first and see how to use our cloak ability. Once you've found a bug, you're going to want to get close before pressing Q to activate your cloak. After that, just get close enough to hit them with the left mouse button. You'll decloak, but hopefully you'll have done some damage. Then it's basically just rinse and repeat. This is a patient game, so cloak and bite. I got 2 bites in there, and sometimes you are lucky. As you get bigger, and this is a dynamic growth system, you will do more damage. Cloaking, however, does take stamina to use, so you're going to want to keep an eye on the silver bar at the bottom. If you need to take a rest part the way through, do so. 1 dead bug. Now let's have a look at the acid spitter. You're going to want to press C when you see a bug. There's one just ahead. That will put you into crouch. Once you get close enough, press Shift and move into your run. This will actually cause you to sprint and move a lot faster. Now it does drain your stamina, the silver bar at the bottom there, fairly quickly, but you should be able to get a few hits in on them. You want to use your left mouse button to hit, again crouch and then Shift. You don't need to be crouched very long, you only have to press it once. The bug AI does try and avoid you, it doesn't just run straight away from you. Can be a little bit tricky to hit, but if you're patient and persistent, you'll get them. Now as a baby, I only do a certain amount of damage, but again, as I get older, there we go. Tapping R will set you to a sitting position, and it helped me regain the stamina I've lost. Patience is definitely the key here. You'll see the little orange bar at the very bottom, that's actually my growth stage. Once it reaches all the way to the other side, that'll mean I've reached adolescence. But that's not for a while yet. Time to track down that bug. It's important you make sure you keep an eye on the actual bug you're hunting. You don't really want to switch to another bug after you've already done some damage to the one you've been working on. So here we go. few more hits should do it. You can't actually see it very easily probably, but it is starting to show a lot of damage. You'll see the green blood on it. Now there are different sized thornbacks, and different size will give you slightly different food. They will also have different health. And there we go, dead. Now to pick something up, you want to hold the right mouse button, you'll get a little trigger, and then once it's over the top of the bug, you just press E and you'll pick up the bug. So cute seeing a tiny hatchling carrying something so big. Now the carry mechanic is reliant on the weight of the thing you're trying to carry. E will allow you to drop it, and I just want to grab a drink first before I get to eating my prize. Now you'll see my hunger and thirst has gone up, but it's still not in any danger levels. Now if you look in the bottom right corner, you'll see a couple of little bars there. The top blue pips are actually your armour, and the lower is your health. You want to use E, you'll get a prompt to eat, and you want to hold down the E. Now you'll see there it's talking about toxins. These thornbacks are actually poisonous, but it's not too dangerous. You can probably eat 2 without any issues, but you're going to need to sleep afterwards. I prefer to sleep after eating each one. It's another reason to wait till you're quite hungry before you do actually eat. You'll notice sickness going up. Once sickness reaches a certain level, it's quite high, about 60-70%, your vision will actually get a little bit blurry, and that's a good indicator you really should take a break and sleep at that point, though any rest will help reduce it. Now you see here the toxins have stopped spreading. Now I've still got sickness at this point, but once the toxins have stopped spreading, your sickness will stop continuing to climb. And you're pretty much free to do whatever you want at that point. You don't have to worry about it too much. One of the easiest ways to survive as a hatchling is to actually join a group. Press O to open your social panel. Any invites you've got will appear at the bottom right. Click Accept to join. You can also send your own invites out, or join a clan, which will cover all of the dragons you have on this server. And finally, when you hit Juvenile, you'll no longer be able to drink at the shallow puddles, but will instead need a deeper water source. You'll also gain access to a mutation point, one of several. Access your character panel by pressing I. You'll see in the left-hand side, Breeding, Movement and Survival. Breeding will give you more options for eggs and breeding partners, as well as an increase to your melee. Movement will give you more speed and turning radius, as well as some more stamina. And survival will give you more control over how quickly your food and your water drains. Hopefully this video has been useful. If so, leave a like, and maybe check out some of my other guides.